We're in Barcelona. I'm with Pat McCarthy, who is the Vice President Global Marketing and Service Delivery Solutions at the Mobile World Congress. Thanks for the time, Pat.
Great to be here. Great to have a chat.
What got me in our initial conversation is you didn't talk about technology. You talked about helping operators take market share. Why did you take that lead with me?
Well, I suppose we look to the future. We look at and say, where's the next growth going to come from? And Telcordia is really excited with the prospect of the growth that's ahead of us in particularly mobile broadband. The market is focusing that there's going to be another 2 billion subscribers added to the mobile market, and mobile broadband is going to be the key driver for that. And that's an opportunity and it's a challenge, and there's lots of obviously upside if you get those subscribers, but there's challenges in how you're going to support it, how you're going to monetize it, how you're going to keep your networks running when the data traffic is going to be running at maybe 5 times the growth of revenue. So there's a need to change the way people are going to make money in the future from mobile broadband, and Telcordia thinks that's a very exciting opportunity. But why we're focusing on it is because we've had a history of helping service providers to differentiate and to take market share. If we look at some of the examples of what we've done in Brazil and India, for example, in both those markets, which are still growing, particularly in India, which is growing at an incredible rate, Telcordia has gone and worked with some of the newer service providers who are now taking shares, massive multi-millions every month. If we look at the last 4 or 5 months, Telcordia has taken over 40% market share of net adds with our 4 new service providers. It's an incredible performance of our customers, and Telcordia is working in partnership to help them achieve that market share.
And at the show, in fact, the GSMA's recognised this and they've nominated you for an award for real-time charging.
Yeah, it's really exciting. If you look at thanks to the performance of customers like TTSL and Tata Docomo in India, Idea, Aircel, and the new launch of Uninor, which is a subsidiary of Telenor, and also the historical performance of a customer called Oi in Brazil, have really taken Telcordia into being a leadership position in real-time charging. And it's all about how do you differentiate the service, how do you put the customer at the heart of the service, how can you create new innovative business models. We've grown from a player a couple of years ago of 80 million subscribers to now over 200 million subscribers served by this business unit alone. A really incredible performance.
Okay, and if I was to walk past the Telcordia stand, what's going to hit me?
Well, the thing that will hit you that we think is really cool this year is that when we looked at the number of users that Telcordia was servicing across all our businesses, because Telcordia is a multi-business unit a company, we've got a group that focuses on the challenges of interconnection and number portability, and that group is now servicing over 15 or 16 countries and around 700 million subscribers. We have our business unit in service deliveries and charging solutions that's servicing over 200 million subscribers, and we have a next generation OSS business unit that's again servicing several hundred million subscribers. So all of that together adds up to a company that is now servicing over 1 billion subscribers. I think it's an exciting time, and it's probably something that a lot of people out there don't realise, that Telcordia is a major player in the wireless market and is operating in these different areas that are all about delivering services to customers and all about enabling competition and addressing the challenges of growth in the industry.
From now then, what key areas of investment is Telcordia making to enable operators to profit from mobile broadband?
We look at the challenges of mobile broadband. Clearly real-time charging is very important. You want to monetize and charge and grow subscribers, and it's going to continue to be a key area and key focus for Telcordia. But there's also other challenges that we think need to be addressed and problems to be solved today. Things like managing bandwidth with a policy control solution that is really customer centric. We're bringing out, and we have a solution now called Bandwidth Manager, which allows the service provider to scale a very large dynamic solution that can change the policy for how services are delivered on mobile broadband. The second solution that we think is going to be really important is, where's the revenue going to come from? It's not just going to be users' revenue, it's also going to be revenue from advertisers. So we have now a solution and an offer where we can deliver a complete solution for personalised advertising, which is really a complete mobile marketing and advertising offer, which is really hitting the growth that we're seeing, particularly in Asia, in CALA, and the emerging markets is really a hot area at the moment for that solution. And then If we look at other areas, there's a whole cross Telcordia, because it's not just about the service delivery and charging. You got to look at what is the backhaul, how are you going to manage the capacity, because traditionally mobile service providers didn't really have a very large comprehensive backhaul network. And this is where Telcordia's DNA and Telcordia's strength is. We have a history and strength in operations. We're able to help build and manage the capacity of large data networks. And we've been doing that for years. And that is the challenge that service providers are facing today. Help me build a large network. Help me build out more capacity. I've now got to introduce fibre. I got to introduce fibre for the backhaul. I got to introduce fibre to the base stations. And then finally, because the networks got built so much more complicated, I need to have solutions to help me manage the temperature resolution. How can I fix problems on this complicated network? This is all the kind of stuff. You take the whole lot of this together with Telcordia, we're really in this business of service delivery and charging, next generation operations, and managing the interconnection for service providers, which we think is going to be a key focus area for service providers as they look to grow and make mobile broadband profitable.
So Telcordia is known for its R&D and heavy R&D investment. So now you're very focused with that R&D investment on fixing problems in global operators, in fact, as well as Europe and North America.
Absolutely. We're also extending that labs capability. We just announced another gentleman taking over the head of our lab in India, for example. So we have groups not just in North America doing R&D and building solutions, but we now have labs in India and operations and delivery capabilities in Brazil and in Taiwan and in Europe. So there's a very global footprint in Telcordia with the ability to reach and deliver innovation to our customers and partners worldwide.
Okay, well thanks very much for the overview.
Thank you very much. It was a great opportunity to have a good discussion. Thank you.